much you take information, courses, ask people questions, no matter how much you take in, until you start executing, none of whatever you took in is actually going to help you grow. You actually need to have to live it out, make the mistakes, fall apart, get up again, make it work. Like, that's the only way it's going to come to a point where you are now really good at what you're trying to be good at. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mbali Khatebe and I am your host for Power Circle Conversations. And in today's conversation, I wanted to speak about enjoying failure. I don't know if that's like the right way to put it, but like that's something that I'm just trying to put in your head. Being okay with failure. So I always believe that everyone has something in their heart that they believe in and they know they can make happen and they can make work, right? And then you start saying it to other people, and people are going to operate from their place of fear and tell you that it's not going to work out. And now we have to fall into a place of fear. And that's such a problem. It stresses me out because there's so many people that I've seen around me that I could tell would really do so well with the ideas that they have. They really would do great, but they sitting in the place of fear, and fear specifically of failure. And then from there we go and we speak to other people that don't know anything that has to do with what we want to do and what area we want to move into, and therefore we're helping those people operate in their fear of failure and come and put that on us. And that is a problem because nobody's the same, and everybody has something in them that they know that they can do better than anybody else. It's just how we're made with our talents, we're made with our gifts, we're made with things that we can do that nobody else can do like you. And this is something that I was always reminding my students when I teach the nail technician course or workshop. I always tell my students that I don't see an issue with me teaching you and you staying right next door me. I don't see an issue because we all have our gifts, we all have our talents. So we could all be doing the exact same thing. We will never be doing it the same way. It just will not happen. We won't interact the same way. We won't do the work the same way. We won't love the work the same way. It just can never be the same way. So for me to try to instill fear in you and say that this industry is already saturated and too many people are doing it, and it's not helping, because we still need people that are really gifted in that industry, and those are the ones that are going to flourish in that place. Steve Harvey always gave this example about the guy that used to cut his hair, and he's been cutting his hair since the beginning of Steve's career, and to this day this guy's a multimillionaire, having schools and all of that in hair, but he's still a barber, literally. But like, his guap is on point, right? And this is somebody that is operating in his gift. So if we could like think like that and get away from the fear of failing, which is what is tearing us down, oh guys, we would do so well. Ooh. I think also we just generally be so much happier. Okay, just stepping away from being so worried about what if you fail. My other thing about being worried about failing is that we haven't done this life thing before. Okay, unless if you believe in you've been alive before in another planet or life world, or I don't know, dog, but like on Earth, you haven't been this person before. So how are you expecting yourself to be the perfect parent if you've never done it before? How are you expecting yourself to be the perfect student if you've never done it before? How are you expecting yourself to be the perfect businesswoman, businessman if you've never done it before? And the only way you actually going to get to the level that you would like to be at is if you start somewhere and grow yourself to that point. Because no matter how much you take information, courses, ask people questions, no matter how much you take in, until you start executing, none of whatever you took in is actually going to help you grow. You actually need to have to live it out, make the mistakes, fall apart, get up again, make it work. Like, that's the only way it's going to come to a point where you are now really good at what you're trying to be good at. So yeah, that's my point with getting away from failure, right? Or getting away from being afraid of failing. Be comfortable. Wow, English. Be comfortable with the thought or the idea of failing. It's okay. Firstly, we're imperfect human beings, which means whatever we do, we're bound to sort of fail at it. Like, it's okay. We're imperfect. It's not like you're the one perfect or imperfect person and the people around you are like six perfect people, and then the other imperfect person is like really far away, so now you've got nobody to compare to and nobody to like relate with or whatever. No, all of us imperfect, all of us wishing, all of us not, making it happen, all of us struggling, all of us don't know how. I just can give you advice on something that I have done, failed at, practiced, got up from, and started to succeed at. That's the only angle of advice I can give you from. But if I go into a different space, I'm going right back into the opportunity or the chance to fail all over again before I start to flourish at it. So the more you get comfortable with that, the more you get better at whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay, we're just supposed to get away from stressing out about failing as if there's perfect people. So we're looking at other people and saying that they are so good at doing this and that. They're not. They just started. And when they were breaking down and struggling to get to the point that we starting to idolize them, we were not there. We only found them when they were at their peak. And now we're starting to feel like everything they do is turning out right. Also, we're balancing on the people that we're looking up to on social media. So we have people that we look up to on social media, but we don't know their background stories. I don't like doing that. I don't like following celebrities whose background stories you never hear about. I want to follow people that will say that I was in this industry and not getting paid for 5 years, and I was doing this and I tried this and I tried that and I failed and I had to let that go. Or some celebrities where you're actually watching their journey and you're seeing, oh, okay, they shut down that business. Okay. Or they're trying this side hustle. Okay, they shut that. Okay, they're trying this. Oh, this is working out. When you see their journey, that's encouraging to me because it's reminding me that I'm just like that other human being. Like, they're just as human as I am, and they're just trying. And they're doing it publicly, they're doing it boldly, and what's going to kill me if I also put my mindset in the same space, right? So yeah, that's where I stand on getting comfortable with failure. A tip that I have on that is for you to write down the things that have worked out for you in the past 30 days. 30 days, look at the past 30 days and actually write down on a notepad with a pen, right? Don't type it out. We're trying to talk to the subconscious over here. So we're writing down. Get yourself a notebook on your girl's website, vbw.company.site. Vision Board Workshops has a website now, honey, and it's got journals there, journals galore. It's got year planners as well, and the planners are not dated, which means you could get a planner today and start working on it today, and it's not going to be a planner that you cannot use next year, February, So you could, where is mine? Oh, no? Okay, I put it the other side. Yeah, this other side. Packed it in there. But you can get your planners over there, and lovely different colors, good for men, good for women. You'll love it. Just head over to vbw.company.site and get yourself a journal, get yourself some notepads, and start writing. So check for the past 30 days of things that have worked out for you. And you will see that somewhere in the middle of those things, there are things that you thought you were not going to be able to do and you made it happen. So you didn't think that presentation you had, you were going to kill it, but somebody came to you and was just like, oh my goodness, how did you do that? You need to show me how you have the confidence to do that. Write that down. Okay, that worked out. The job you didn't think you were going to get, if you started a new one, actually write that down. A recipe that you wanted to try and you were not sure you're going to win at, and you tried it and it turned out better than the first time you tasted it, write that down. Anything, if you wanted to learn a new skill, how to apply makeup, and you thought it wasn't going to work out, and you put it together and you're just like, oh my goodness, I like these selfies, yes, I like it, write it down, it actually worked out. Because it's the small things that we need to remind ourselves about, that these little the tiny little steps that we do every day, we're failing at something, and every day we're doing great at something. You just need to remind yourself that I really am doing great at something, and I did do great at something that I thought I wasn't going to do so great at. The only thing is, when you're looking at trying a new recipe, basically. Maybe you just trying to make like chicken. That's it. Never tried this chicken recipe and you want to make it. You're gonna try it. Your understanding is that I might not get it right, but like it's okay, let me do it. You're leaving your mentality at that place because you don't see this creating a chicken thing, a chicken recipe, whatever that situation. You don't see it as something that is like so impactful, and if you fail at it, you will die and you will be crippled. And it's the exact same thing as deciding to start a business. It really is. If you put your mentality in, let me try it. Let me see. If it doesn't work out, no problem. It doesn't work out. But like, let me try it because, I know that person would like to buy that product. So I'll start with them. They probably know other people that want to buy the same thing as well. So let's tell them to tell the people around them. And then, hey man, it could work. But if it doesn't work, then I would have sold to like 3 people. That's cool. That's cool. I can work with that. If you had that mentality on anything else that you could be failing at, we would be great. So the problem is that we look at other things and we're okay with failing at them, and we don't find them as failure. We find them as, okay, it will be a learning curve. So if I don't do well with this chicken right now, no problem. Now I understand what it tastes like, what I should fix, what I shouldn't do. I'll ask the person again what I missed, what I forgot. I'll Google it again. I'll figure it out. Okay, no problem. But when it comes to something else that is more important to you and something that is more of your talents, something that is more of your gift, something that you are meant to be nurturing as a person that came onto this planet, that will not have to be nurturing the same thing that I'm meant to be nurturing, something that you're really meant to be nurturing, then you start to think too hard about it and start to worry about when you're going to be failing. And no, that's, guys, no. So much pressure we're putting on ourselves as imperfect human beings. Imperfect. Nah, it doesn't. No, don't do that to yourself. Anyway, that's all that I had for you today, guys. Otherwise, do check out my website, please, vbw.company.site, and give me feedback on that. And I could grow better from your feedback. And do like, subscribe. I will see you on my next video.